Hello and welcome to the Daily Digestion channel, and welcome back to another video. So today, guys, is another day in the life of the Daily Digestion, and I just want to say that guys, if you're concerned that about detoxing too much, you really shouldn't be, because we are living, you can overdo anything. If you're seriously not giving yourself any nutrients, and you're just constantly detoxing to where you're not absorbing any nutrients, that's different. But that's why the green juices are always so amazing, because you're just getting clean energy, and there's really not a lot of output, and the green juices are just so amazing for that. So many people have been healed of serious diseases like tumors. There's a lady that she just goes on and on about Lou Corona's green juice and how that juice saved her and got rid of her tumors that she had in her brain. She had brain tumors, and she was able to get rid of those by juicing as her energy, as her fuel. And so the thing about it is, guys, is really you need, if you're building, if you're trying to work out, if you're trying to get strong like I am, you need food, you need nutrition, you need energy. If you start really going to the gym, and especially it being winter time, it's getting cold now over here in East Tennessee, the leaves are falling, it's absolutely gorgeous, but you wake up some mornings and it's really cold, and that it's time to start, figuring out what you're going to get into your body, because if you don't, you're probably not going to be feeling well. If you're not getting the proper nourishment and nutrition, you're going to get into a stressed mode, and you're probably could possibly get sick. And that's why I love the green juice. The green juice, if you just get some celery, kale, some cilantro, some lemon, some cucumber, and some habanero in the mix, and you drink on that, that's almost like a plant broth. But guys, if you can't do that, and which, let's face it, times are tough right now, produce is scarce, it's hard to find, get you some tea. Nettle tea is really, really good. It creates a broth. That lady that's always talking, Susan Weed, she's like, that's a broth. That's like a green broth, and it really is. It's very nutritious. You drink on that, it's packed full of calcium, magnesium, and potassium. Those are the building blocks of bones and of cells. Your body, the sodium potassium pump, it has to have those three things: calcium, magnesium, potassium, in order to function properly. And so, it's very important for the cells to have the correct nutrients that they need just to carry along the processes that they need. Because a lot of times, if you are fasting, there's nothing wrong with fasting. I do a lot of fasting. As a matter of fact, I'm fasting right now. I've not had any food today. And I take that back. I did have some vitamin C and some magnesium, and I threw some green powder in there. But usually this time of the day, I've not had anything. But I did do that as like a pre-workout thing. And then I had these wheatgrass juice tablets and these turmeric tablets. And I took those. So really that to me was like a meal. You know, yeah, it didn't get me in that like lethargic zone out state, which I wasn't going for that anyway. But, you know, some days I might need to be grounded a little bit. It just depends on how I feel. That's why it's so important to go to God and figure out, what is my body telling me? What is my body saying to me right now, God? What do I need to do, God? Like, you know, our bodies are temples. God created our bodies. Our bodies are temples, and we're supposed to treat them with the utmost respect. And that means by putting our bodies first, you know, God first, our bodies first. You know, that's the temple where God lives. You know, guys, and this up here is the cockpit. You know, this is where we're driving, and if we're just thinking up all kinds of crazy stuff and going on these whimsical, crazy diets and thoughts and just copying other people on YouTube just because they're doing that, like, oh, what do they eat in a day? Oh, I'm gonna eat that. Well, yeah, it's okay to experiment and try around. I'm not saying that. I mean, guys, if any of you guys know about my channel, like, I have done so many different diets to see how my body reacts. That's why I think it's really important that people do that. Like, they try and experiment. Don't just say, okay, I'm going to go to McDonald's and get a cheeseburger because everybody else is doing it, and go on the cheeseburger diet. You know, I mean, that is what is going to get you into trouble. Because, you know, I don't know about y'all, but my body does not do well on McDonald's. It is just a fact. That stuff sits. I haven't had McDonald's in so long, I really honestly couldn't tell you. And I don't want to. Actually, I did have some McDonald's, and I was like, man, this is just not good. Somebody bought it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat this, you know, and I was just like, man, this is just really not that great. Like, the quality was so different. And I was just like, you know, but at one point in time, man, I was shoveling that stuff in. Like, me and my kids, the highlight of the day when they were little was going to McDonald's and getting a Happy Meal. And I loved the double cheeseburgers with extra pickles and french fries. Like, that was the highlight of my life. You know, thank God those days are over, and I got smart. You know, a few digestion problems later. But needless to say, guys, you know, our bodies are temples. If we want to get the right type of output, we got to put the right type of input in. And you know, and that being said, you know, just start working out at the gym. Go to the gym, start working out, even if it's just for 5 minutes. I joined the Planet Fitness, and at first I did the $10, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and pay $10 more, and it's $20 a month, and it's so worth it. Because when you go in there, everybody's working out. There's no drama. People aren't in there for drama. Like, everybody is in there to work out. And it's great to be in an environment like that where people are all there for the same reason, you know? And it really is nice. And lesson number 1, always go work out. Like, before you go grocery shopping, because I would self-sabotage myself for a really long time. So the way that I stopped doing that is I just said, okay, I've got groceries in the car, so I'm going in there for 5 minutes. So I just started going in there for 5 minutes. And if I had an appointment, I was like, I don't have time to go in there, so I'm going to go in there for 5 or 10 minutes. Well, so I just started out. I'm going to run in there, 5 minutes. I started carrying my gym clothes in the car. Just having my tennis shoes, my stuff in the car. Went in there, started working out for 5 minutes. Got on the step machine, 5 minutes. And I was like, okay, this is good. This is good. And then the next thing you know, I'm going in there for 10 minutes. Then I'm going in there for 20 minutes. And now I'm like, I don't even want to leave. And that's like my whole goal of the day now. It's like to go in there and work out. I even talked to one of the trainer guys. I'm like, look, I'm ready to start training now. Like, he's like, well, how often have you been coming? And I'm like, every day. I go every single day except Sunday, because Sunday is the Lord's day, and I'm not good. I literally, but the way I work, and the way I work and work and work and work out and do stuff, by the time Sunday comes around, literally, my husband's like, what are you gonna do after church? And I'm like, I'm going to the couch, and I'm going to crawl up on there, and I'm going to like pass out. And I usually pass out for like, I don't know, until I get regained of consciousness, because it's bad. I feel it coming on Saturday night. I'm like, oh my gosh, like if I do one more thing, I'm going to screw it up. You know what I'm saying, guys? So, yeah. So needless to say, it's definitely about balance, and I'm learning that the hard way. But hey, it's a process, it's a journey. But the thing about it is if you just start doing it, you'll start to see how your body will react to food that you're eating. And you'll go in there and you'll work out, and you'll be like, man, that food that I just ate, that ain't gonna fly. That ain't going to get the ball rolling and get it going down the court. You know what I'm saying, guys? So, you know, you just got to keep on keeping on. And if you fail, just get back up and try again. You just got to keep on keeping on. And if you have a bad day, you go in there and you do 2 steps on the dumbbell machine or whatever. You get on there and you're just like, man, this isn't going to work. That's okay. Take mental notes and you'll know better for the next time. That's why it's just so important. See, and thing about it is, I have 100 excuses not to go work out. Number one, I'm in 3 different cities. Just about a different city every day, sometimes 2 different cities in a different day. And it's never the same. Like, I never know where I'm going to be. I never know what time I'm going to have to go somewhere or this or that, because of my life schedule, the way it runs, the way I work, and the way I have to do. Very, very few times I know what I'm doing. And so that's why it's important for me to just do it, to have my stuff in the car. And luckily, the gym that I'm a part of, there's one in Johnson City, there's one in Kingsport, there's one in Bristol, and there's one in every city, and they just put one in Elizabethton. So that's really great, and that's working out good. And so I'm really happy about that. So yeah, and the great thing about that is too, you never have to worry about creepy people that won't leave you alone in the gym, because there's always those people that if you start going over and over again, I don't know if I've got a sign on my head that says talk to me. My husband says I do. I don't know, but he seems to think I've got some type of thing going on, and I don't do anything, I swear. All I do is just be me. But it's great because, you know, that works out pretty good. So I don't know if this resonates with anyone on any level, but if it does, quit making excuses. Just do it. Go to the gym. Start on a different diet today. See what works. Try intermittent fasting. Try 1 meal a day. If it doesn't work, go slow. Try something different. If you're on medications, see a naturopath about trying some different things to maybe see if you can't get off of those things if they're causing you to have to eat 3 times a day at a certain time of the day and blah 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 blah. That's restricting your life so much that you can't even go work out or whatever. I mean, I hear so many different scenarios all the time. You know, people want to juice, but they can't because they've got to eat food or they got to do this, or I mean, guys, there's always an excuse for everything. You know, we can just make them up till the cows come home. But yeah, guys, I hope that video helps you out some. I hope it resonates with you on some level of, you know, mediocre. This was just a little pep talk. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm getting ready to go work out, regardless of my hair, regardless of whatever that didn't get to go on. I'm just doing it, guys. I'm doing it. And I've got my little sheet where I forgot yesterday. So yeah, yesterday I forgot my sheet where I was supposed to be writing it down. Guys, I just went through and did a different program. I was like, and I had the best workout ever. You know, I'm just telling you, one day off of not working out and going back in there, I could just feel the neurons and the muscles starting to fire back up again. And it was just like, God, if I don't move, I start to feel almost sick anymore. Like you can just feel the accumulation of stuff building up in your body. Your lymphatic system will not move, guys, unless you move. Okay? That's why it's so important. That's why it's so important, you know, guys, to move the body, because the lymphatic system will not move unless you move. You know? That's pretty serious, guys. That's your lymphatic system. Look that one up and get back to me, and don't tell me it's not important to work out and to go move your body and to at least do some type of walking for at least 20 minutes a day. I don't know what it is, but I'm just now getting to the point where I can actually start to sweat now. It's been a challenge. Life is a challenge, especially when you have kids. Like, it's just non-stop. There's always something going on. I have 3 kids, guys. It's always something. And, you know, it's challenging. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and have a beautiful, joy-filled day in Jesus.